No one noticed the small boy entering the graveyard that afternoon. His school bag hung loosely from his shoulders, and his steps were unsteady, as if his legs were carrying a weight heavier than his body. He stopped in front of one grave. The silence of the graveyard was broken only by his quiet sobs, which sounded like wounded whispers in the air. Slowly he sat down and collapsed against it. Tears streamed down his face as he cried out, "Dad, please wake up!" My teacher said I must bring the school fee tomorrow, or bring my father with me. His voice trembled. "Dad, whom should I bring? You left us. Where should I go now?" His small hands pressed against the cold soil. His tears soaked the ground. The graveyard listened, but did not reply. A few steps away, a well-dressed man stood near another grave. He was speaking on the phone, his voice calm and confident. "Prepare a flower cover worth $5,000. I need it today." Suddenly the sound of the child's crying reached him. The man froze. His hand trembled. His heart felt as if someone had... He slowly turned around. Every broken word of the child entered his soul like fire. The phone slipped from his ear. He whispered into it, "No, cancel the flowers. I have already found a flower, right here." The man walked toward the boy and sat beside him. His hands shook as he opened his wallet. He gently placed some money into the child's small palm and said softly, "My son, these are not from me. These are sent by your Father from heaven, by the mercy of God Almighty. Go to school tomorrow, study well. Your father wants to see you succeed." The boy held the money close to his chest. He hugged the grave again and cried quietly. The man turned his face away, trying to hide his tears, but he failed. Time moved forward as it always does. The boy grew older. As he walked away, one thought echoed in his heart. I may not change the whole world, but today I changed one child's world. He studied with determination, remembering the unknown man and his words. Whenever life became difficult, he trusted God Almighty and continued walking forward. Years later, the boy became a successful teacher. The teacher recognized him immediately. It was the same man. One day, while visiting the same graveyard, he saw an elderly man sitting near a grave, tears rolling down his face. Yes, I remember him clearly. The teacher smiled with wet eyes. The teacher sat beside him and said, "Do you remember a small boy who once cried at his father's grave here?" The man looked up, shocked. "That boy was me." The man's breath stopped. Tears flowed freely from both their eyes. The teacher continued, "You did not give me money that day. You gave me hope, and God Almighty turned that hope into a future." They both stood silently. No words were needed. God Almighty had already written the story. Moral of the story, never underestimate one act of kindness. God Almighty uses kind hearts to answer silent prayers. You may not change the whole world, but you can change one life, and that is